Most heartfelt greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlethems. I eagerly welcome you to Sturgeon's most premier station, Dusk Light Radio. Hosted by yours truly, the raucous yet reserved, poignant yet pugnacious, and loquaciously lucid Everett J. Blackwell. Perhaps you know of us Blackwells. We were responsible for setting up the main buildings in Sturgeon under a construction group known as Blackwell's Brilliant Buildings and such. We never told anyone what the such was, an old family secret. But over time, we built all the main municipalities and entertainment houses you now know. The bars between spaces, the Grand Hotel Inertia, the Death May Die Autopsy Clinic, St. Martin's Psychiatric Ward, the NFC Tournament Building, and, of course, this fine radio station. I promise I didn't get it through nepotism, folks. No, I went through a rigorous training session and interview battle royale to get the job. Had to beat out old Mafume the Voice Parker. He used sonic booms to keep his voice and others at bay. Called himself the Guile of Radio. Well, he was until I found a way to silence him. Now he works the morning shift. Permanently. Gotta give a thank out to Jackal Blackwell for that one. Family comes first. Always. There are, of course, buildings we made that are a little, different. They fall under the and such part of our name. We'd give them a little something, the ability to pick and choose where they planted roots, who they had inhabiting them, a little bit of autonomy. Now, if you're just joining us, first of all, welcome and do not skip. I promise each of these are unique in their own way. Although, listeners, if you have listened this far, I do have a question for you. What do you feel of the transmissions? Personally, I think they make sure our channel stands out as unique and different in a world of copy-paste and AI narration. However, I recognize that the average viewer wants to get straight into the story, no buts about it. So, we may put it to a vote. But I ask you, what do you think of my fabulous transmissions? Anyway, I'm Dusklight's main and most fabulous half-dead host. My job at this fine radio station is to bring you some of the most twisted, interesting, and downright bizarre tales that I and my wonderful many-legged runners collect from the far corners of Sturgeon and beyond. Some of them will make you laugh, some will make you cry, and some, well, I don't know how to say this, but some will make you build a tent city. We all tried to tell you it was a bad idea, that those Pinterest groups and Vogue magazines and TikToks had warped your mind into what a tent city was, that here we can't just do that without reaping the consequences. But you wouldn't listen. You foreclosed your home, sold your possessions save for a few essentials, and bought a tent city modifier 7750. Set up shop in the Obsidian Woods and told us all to come visit sometime. We would never visit. Nobody can ever visit a tent city. You may feel yourself snug, safe, and complete within the thin membrane of that vast city, but many eyes are now upon your new dominion, and they will want to claim it. I don't know why the story urged you to do something so foolish, and if you're listening to this, maybe there's still a chance for you to get out. Do you remember the way out? As your kingdom expanded, you lost track of where everything was. Things started to go missing. Essentials would vanish and turn up in other places. Sleeping bags would be slashed and filled with sawdust. I don't know if they can smell you yet, but once they do, they will not let you leave. Jackal Blackwell will ensure nobody finds your body, and Papa Kyle will make sure the spines don't leave his mystical broth. A tent city must never be created in Sturgeon, listener. Never. It's time to introduce our next story for this evening. This tale comes to us from TJ Lee's curated janitorial horrors, claiming it's a series of emails from one Warren B. entitled, "Hey There, Eliza." He's also warned that this may have some harmful material within for those sensitive to mental health issues and does advise caution. Special thanks must be given first to Mandy Mo for rendering yours truly in the original beauteous image you see when you look at our page. Next, Dusklight bows at the altar of Sir Gorky for his updated look of our studio and yours truly. And we give thanks to new crew member TDN for the thumbnails, and of course to Epidemic Sound for all the sound effects in between. Our cast today features the Purple Prince of Perpetual Pestilence, TJ Lee, all hail his janitorial wisdom. And of course, lest we forget, the music you hear in our videos is provided by Epidemic Sound and the Dark Somnium with gracious thanks. With that, the sun has set and dusk has crawled into the studio once more. Whether you're working, prepping to sleep, or evading the formless void that will one day consume us all, Blackwell is here to soothe your ears and captivate your soul. Now, close your eyes and take a deep breath. The scene has been set and the light is on. It's time to walk towards it. A little preface. I was advised by my therapist to share this. That being open and vulnerable about the events that took place would help me move past it and potentially provide some closure. Thank you for listening. From Warren Beaufort to Eliza Ponchely. Subject: Hey there, Eliza, what's it like in your new city? I know, sorry. It's cheesy, but I couldn't resist. You gotta admit that the half rhyme is catchy, right? I couldn't get that song out of my head when I sat down to email you. Seemed so weird to not just call, right? But I get it. You've got a lot going on, and I don't begrudge you for leaving your best buddy hanging for a little while. New move and all that. Oh, I loved the gift package you sent me. The Godzilla t-shirt fits perfectly, and I love the art piece you commissioned. Not sure if it's meant to be a like-for-like shot of me, but the eyes are delightfully realistic. I'll hang it on my wall and put it by the dream catcher you made for me. Don't worry, I'm making notes of any dreams just like you asked. Not sure how it factors into your inspiration at art school, but hey, if I get a percentage of the fee, I'm not complaining. So, back to the subject line. What's it like in your new city? I'm gonna make this earworm fit in your brain if it's the last thing I do. Call it my finder's fee. With love and junk. Warren. From Warren Beaufort to Eliza Ponchely. Subject: Hey there, Eliza, do you like a dream that's gritty? As promised, I'm going to continue getting this damn song into your head from my own, like a weird Pokemon transfer. You remember those? With the link cables from Game Boy to Game Boy? God, we're getting old, Eliza. Soon we'll be 30, and then we'll be dead. It flies by so goddamn fast. It feels like yesterday we were at Pravat's house party where Sarah Bunkerton and Macy Edwards got caught fooling around in Pravat's mom's bedroom, and you distracted everyone with a chug so intense that you projectile barfed over his kitchen counter. I swear, you are the definition of cutting off your nose to spite your face. But that's why we love you. Grown man can't barf as hard as you. I swear it's true. Hey, so I wanted to ask you about your last email. You said to not worry about the painting, and you know I'm the type of person where if you tell me not to do something, I do it. Remember the air horn incident in 6th grade? Well, this is similar. Since you said that, I've noticed the painting watching me. I know it's an optical illusion and shit, but because it's me, and it has my eyes, it's unsettling to see it bearing down on me, scanning me as I maneuver around my apartment. It gives me the goddamn shivers. I moved it to my bathroom. I'd rather it watch me piss than sleep. Oh, and I've attached my dream log for the week. As you asked, it wasn't anything amazing. One dream involved me devouring every fluffy cloud I could find before smushing them between two planes like fucked up s'mores. And the other one, well, that one just had me in my old backyard, playing with you as a kid. But someone was watching us. I don't recall anything about them other than their whistle, a soft, lilting tune on the breeze, and a guitar in their hands as that damn song ran out. Slower, off-key and more insidious. One of those moments where you forget the original intent of a song when scrutinizing it. I remember how he got to the chorus and started walking out of the darkness towards a single light fixture. Oh, what you do to me. Oh, what you do to me. Slow, methodical, unsettling. It makes my teeth hurt even now. But as soon as his skin touched the light, I woke up. Fucking weird, right? I don't know if it's your dream catcher, the painting and its bulbous eyes, or the fact I've begun mixing Cheeto dust with my weed. Probably the latter. With love, Cheeto dust, and junk, Warren. From Warren Beaufort. To Eliza Ponchely. Subject: Hey there, Eliza, could you spare me a little pity? Eliza, sorry I didn't get a chance to reply for a week. It's been busy over here. The bathroom flooded and I damn near smashed my head on the faucet when trying to take a damn shower. Lucky I have ungodly balance, right? But I did fall awkwardly and break my ankle. Fucking excruciating pain. As I dragged myself out of the bathroom and towards my phone, I swear that painting stared down at me, mocking me. But I'm willing to chalk that one up to extreme pain and a desire to blame someone other than myself, which, I know, is the story of my life. Anyway, your last couple of emails caught me off guard. I'm glad you've gotten inspired enough to do another painting, though. I'm excited to get it. But what did you mean about my dreams linking to the real world? I heard they can be reflections of our daily concerns, but not that the things we dream can impact our world. You said you wanted to know more about that bad dream I had, and, as luck would have it, I had it again. I've attached a full log, but I know you're excited, so I'll just summarize the main details here. I was sitting atop a big slide in our local park. We must have been maybe 10 or 11 years old. You were at the bottom and urging me to go down. It was dark. The sun was already hiding away behind the black clouds. Maybe it knew something I didn't. I put my hands on either side of the tube, the steel freezing cold to the touch before launching myself down through the slide. It was fast. Even in that imperceptible darkness, I knew it was fast. I felt sick as my body was whipped from side to side and tumbled overhead before crashing out the other side. But when I looked up, I wasn't in the park, and we weren't 10. I was outside my dorm campus area, in my pajamas and covered in scrapes and bruises. Something looked down at me and smiled before darting for the tree line as a light flashed on my face and I felt myself waking up. I'd been found by a security guard who'd seen me laying by the road outside our dorms. We chalked it up to sleepwalking. I still believe that, even if the shaking in my hands and the mounting anxiety of impending sleep tells me otherwise. But, Eliza, you didn't tell anyone where I was staying, did you? Call me when you have time. It's nice to chat like this, but hearing your voice or seeing your face, it'd be comforting. I'm not sure I'm gonna sleep so well until I do. With love and sleep deprivation, Warren. From Warren Beaufort. To Eliza Ponchely. Subject: Hey there, Eliza, I've been feeling kinda shitty. Hey, I know it's only been a day and a half since my last email to you, but I'm struggling over here. I neglected to tell you about something, and it's been eating away at me ever since, especially since you've not replied. You know how I talked about earworms before? That I was determined to get it into your head as revenge? Well, that's only because of what happened in a dream a while ago. I was paralyzed. One of those horrific old hag dreams I used to get. You know the ones. It's pitch black and all I can move are my eyes. Muscles don't respond and I may as well be limbless. A shadow moves in the room, eyes glinting and an ugly smile flashing in the small slither of light from the street lamp by my bedroom window. A decrepit, desiccated hag hobbles over to me and chokes the life out of me, watching with glee as the very air is sucked from my lungs, both by her gnarled fingers around my windpipe and the very energy she exudes from her body, as if the malice within her takes what little energy I have left. It's slow, painful. My lungs burn and my eyes feel as if they're bulging. I feel like death is patiently waiting to take me away every time. I don't even register the words leaving her mouth as I lapse into unconsciousness. An incantation, perhaps? I don't fucking know. Well, when I passed out for the third time, I came round still paralyzed but with no hag. Instead, appearing in my doorway was you. Face shrouded thanks to the light from the dorm halls bathing your back, but I knew it was you from the hair and gaudy outfit. Only you would have the balls to dress like that, and I do love you for it. You didn't move towards me. You didn't move at all. You just sang that song. Oh, it's what you do to me. Oh, it's what you do to me. I can hear it even as I type this out, but it was wrong. Slowed down, distorted like a tape player had been worn down over time and the batteries were running dry. Your mouth opened, but the lips didn't move. It was fucking unnerving, and if I could have pissed myself, I would have. I don't know when you moved to loom over me, but you did. Your body bent at an unnatural angle and your face was inches from my own. And you just kept singing it at me. Then you pointed to the dreamcatcher, gaze seemingly still fixed on me, and did not stop singing. Your mouth lay open, jaw locked in place like you had a speaker lodged in your throat and put on repeat. Features still blurred in the darkness. Something crawled out of your mouth and trailed onto my cheek as it crawled into my ear, slowly and with intent. For a brief moment, I saw your neck, or what was left of it. Who did this to you? Then I woke up, the song still on repeat in my head. I tried playing it off as a harmless night terror, but since we got back in touch, it's just been replaying in my head over and over. Look, I haven't slept in 2 days and everything is beginning to feel weird. I don't want to go outside. I feel that painting is watching me and the song. I can't get it out of my head. Call me, please. Warren. From Warren Beaufort to Eliza Ponchely. Subject: oh, this is killing me. Oh my God, this is killing me. Eliza, why won't you answer your phone? Why can't we talk? Is it the distance? Are you worried we're losing touch? 1,000 miles seems pretty far, but they've got planes and trains and cars. I'd walk to you if I had no other way. Fuck. Can't stop. Eliza, I've got so much left to say. If every email that I wrote to you would take your pain away, I'd send them all. And maybe then you'd never fall, and I could stand tall. It hurts. Why does it hurt? The painting won't stop speaking to me. It's telling me you're not here. Every time I hear it, it says the same thing. Warren, I can promise you that by the time that we get through, the world will never ever be the same, and you're to blame. It's laughing. Why is it laughing? I never wanted this to happen. Eliza, I need you. Make it stop. I can't move without my body shaking from fright. I see you standing out the window, waiting for me to sleep, and I cannot hold it off forever. I know when I do, you'll haunt me. You'll punish me for what I did. You know the hold you have over me. So I need to break it. The only way I know how. It's what you do to me. Warren. From Warren Beaufort to Eliza Ponchely. Subject: Starry, starry night. Eliza, it's been a long year, hasn't it? I was found trying to hang myself in the communal area. My rafters weren't strong enough, and I planned it when the rest of my dorm was out. Fortunately, they'd seen the change in my behavior, and had come back not long after I'd kicked the chair out from under me. My lungs burned, eyes felt like they were bulging out of my skull. Deja vu, right? I wanted to send one last email saying I'm sorry. I've gotten better. I found a new song, and it is a quiet soundtrack to my life instead of an overbearing one. I started sending them in the genuine hopes you'd forgive me. I wasn't there the night things got too much for you, when you tried to find your inspiration in another life, and kicked the chair out from under you, taking your life as lovers often do. I was busy. I brushed you off and thought it a manic episode from a talented but depressive best friend and genius artist that I simply could not justify traveling 2,000 miles to get home for. I was wrong. I wasn't there, and when I got the news you'd attempted, I shut down for weeks out of shame and guilt. I was glad you'd made it, but I was so broken that I'd let my own weaknesses and selfishness supersede my duties as a best friend. That pain consumed me, and the song found its way to me, crawling in my ear with its mocking tones until I couldn't hear myself think, invading my dreams and tormenting me until my sanity crumbled. It took months of hard work, therapy, and self-love to get to a point where I could even get to sitting here without breaking down into pieces, let alone drafting this to you. My therapist has been amazing, as have my friends. They're all with me now, helping me finish this slowly but surely. To you, it's no time at all to see this in one sitting, but to me, it's been 5 weeks of painstakingly choosing my words and agonizing over their impact. I think the song, the painting, and the dream catcher were all amazing ways of connecting to you, but I could sense their corruption early on. Something was off about them as much as the emails were, like how one-sided our exchanges seemed. It took me months to accept Eliza died during her attempt, that she never woke back up again. She found her inspiration elsewhere, it seems. But of course, we reached the final part of this email. I didn't find that out until after my own attempt, when your final email urged me to join you and find my answers elsewhere. where you told me how to do it, what it would take, and that together we'd make it right. The paintings, the dream catcher, even the visits caught on campus CCTV. That's right. They saw you looking into my window on that final night. Watching. Waiting. It all leads me to these last burning questions. Who have I been talking to? And what the fuck did you do to Eliza? Now, I don't want to say it was Clu Blackwell staring out of that window, but it was Clu Blackwell staring out of that window. That statuesque menace of my family has been peering into people's homes for far too long. I asked Tabitha Blackwell if she could do something about this, maybe bury Clu deep beneath the Earth's core. But she's so busy with her new mining ventures, she simply smashed against the rocks even harder, saying someone's got to bring home the bacon. There was a manic look in her eyes, listeners. I did not care for it. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out some of our other transmissions. We are adding them regularly, and we'd love to have you as part of the Dusklight family by subscribing, hitting the bell of Eliza, and leave a comment with stories you'd love for my many-legged runners to find. I want to thank all of our patrons for making this possible. If you want to sign up, it's as little as $1 a month and you get exclusive content, early access videos and stories, access to our Discord, updates, and more. But times are tough, and we will always be grateful for support no matter what form it comes in. Financial, spiritual, corporeal, maniacal, whatever you want. It really helps us out. Dusklight gives thanks to our Sturgeonite faithfuls, 21 Keys, Ashabel, Haley Clark, Jack the Lad, Jason Webb, Laree W, Nathan Billings, PRDDL12, Sabrina Alexander. Our Purple Crayon Eaters Alex, Amara, Candyman Gloving, Feeny Von Karma, Max, Mike, Newman Borders, Pesky Opossum, and Phi. Our janitors, Ducks, Alex Nunez, Amy Sean, Arkham Cookie, Death 31, Heather Cayley, Jimmy Ricardo, Joy Flint, Melanie Schaefer, Sabine Eclipse, Scott, and Scruffy the Janitor. Our Nightmare Detectives, Adrian Rodriguez, Ethan Nelson, Fox Clifford, Gianni Di Lorena. Our Void Walkers, Eurydice Oryx, Professor CreepyPasta, and Val Was Taken. And of course, our Blackwell family members, Clu Blackwell the statuesque menace, Jackal Blackwell the sushi-eating serial killer that mocks Sturgeon from afar, Tabitha Blackwell, owner of one of the most nefarious mining groups in all of Sturgeon, and of course Papa Kyle Blackwell with his spines and spine broth. We love and fear you, Papa. We thank you humbly for your patronage and look to see you bright and early for Dusklight orientation with purple crayons and existential dread will be provided. And one last time, listeners, close your eyes and breathe with me. Remember, no matter how bad things are, how cruel people can be, and how heavy your shoulders may feel with the weight of the world bearing down on them, Dusklight will always be here to lift the load and provide you with some respite. Drink some water, watch a nature documentary, eat some takeout, and sleep on the cool side of the pillow. Starting in each day with kindness in your heart. You matter, you are loved, and every day is another chance. I'll see you again when the sun sets and dusk enters the station.